Welcome. That was a piece by New Generation Fanfare, which is reminiscent of a lot of modern American orchestral music. It's a great opener, a lot of really cool parts. Everybody has a fun part to play, and we had a lot of fun working that up. I did want to acknowledge Miss Jenny Neff for an outstanding job at that middle school. Can we give them a round of applause? It is amazing to see what both of these groups can do in a very short, less than 8 hours of rehearsal time. It's really a great thing. The next piece that we're going to play, Steel Valley Transformation, written by Michael Cabot. Mike is actually a very good friend of mine. He lives in Damascus, Maryland, which is in Montgomery County. He's a middle school band director, and he has the pleasure of having another band director in his school with him. He co-teaches with his wife. And they have a great program together. He's an amazing composer. He writes for jazz bands, string ensembles, and concert bands. And this piece was written for the Youngstown, Ohio, all-county, all-district band like this. And he went to Youngstown State University. They commissioned him to write the piece, and he thought he would write something about that area, which is a big steel area. There was a lot of prosperity that was in there, and then it went through a little bit of a depression. Now it's leading the country in technology with steel manufacturing and things like that. So he tried to incorporate all of these different types of sounds. You'll hear a lot of percussion, metallic type things that are gonna happen in there. But the one thing that I thought was really cool is a lot of the music that we play in our bands and orchestras are by people that are no longer with us. So we don't really know what the composer, their intention was or what they thought. So yesterday, we did about a 45-minute Skype session with Mike. And we actually played for him. He critiqued the band. He told them, oh, this is what I think here. This is what I think I really wanted. Can you try this? And it was a great experience. So I want to really thank Mike for all that. And hopefully we got a lot out of that. This is Steel Valley Transformation. The next piece we're going to perform, Earth Song, is by Frank DeKelly. Frank is director of composition at University of Southern California. And he's really known for all of his band compositions, which are really incredible. This piece, actually, he was commissioned to write for choir. And it was all a wonderful choir piece. And there were so many people that liked the choir version, and they were sort of band director geeks, I guess, if you want to say. They were like, hey, can you do it for band? Can you do it for band? And he finally ended up writing it. It was premiered in 2012 at the Midwest Band Convention in Chicago. It's a beautiful piece, and you can probably, his whole intention is that you would be able to hear the vocal parts in the singing. So this is Frank DeKelly's Earth Song. so much room for error and breath and musicality, and they did a great job. The first time we played, I always forget when I do these things. I want to record the first rehearsal and then let you guys hear, compare it, because the improvement is so drastic. It's great. The next piece, Fuego Español, I wrote 40 years ago. I've always been fascinated with Latin American music. I just love it. I love everything about it, whether it's orchestral, whether it's salsa. It's great. Don't ask me to dance, but I love the way that it sounds. So there's some band pieces and some orchestral pieces that are sort of just band staples, or some pieces that we all go to when we do Latin American music. So I took some little hints of those themes, and I put some of my own things in it. So this was my own recipe, I guess, for Latin American music. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. There's a lot of cool grooves. So this is Fuego Español. I'd like to thank Chris Burkhardt, who's the band director here, for having me come in. It has been a great experience. Everything here has been just really wonderful. And also Stacy Hartman, who is playing piano back there. I'm not sure, she's somewhere around. She's the director here in the county. But it's been really wonderful. There's a lot of great things going on here in southern Delaware, actually all through Delaware. But you know, you think when you come down here, you're going to think beach and everything, but there's some great education, great teaching that's going on. And I've had a blast, so thank you, Chris, for wherever you are, for the invitation. The final piece we're going to play, Hot Redoble, is a two-step march, and that loosely translates to, if you think, the Offenbach's Can-Can. It's in that vein with what we've got going on. There are a million notes in here. We've had a lot of fun doing it, so this is Ha Redoble.